A very important part of the inBrace process is getting the setup and diagnosis correct. So you can see here the before and now. You can see what it'll look like if everything plays out in the plan. And you can see it's just such a dramatic difference, and having the simulation so that the patient and I can discuss what's going to happen and you can know what your teeth are going to look like is just really awesome, because sometimes it's hard to visualize exactly how this is going to all play out and what your teeth will look like. So it shows this patient's teeth and it's the simulation so that the lab and I and the patient can all see a visual of what we're working towards. So once you're in treatment, a really important part of your progress is taking scans from home with this device so that these pictures will come to me and you get to stay in the comfort of your home, and I'm doing this at my home or office. It also gives us an actual visual of the progress you're making. So you can see here, this patient started with a crowded lower, and you can see now it's very straight. It looks awesome. One thing that will occur with inBrace is we can't get a bracket on tooth. So this tooth, we could not get a bracket on right away because we needed more space. We could see the back of the tooth and have space to bond the bracket on the back of that tooth. So you can see this tooth is staying higher and it doesn't look like it's coordinated with the rest. And that's okay because it doesn't have a bracket on it. You have to stay in this first wire until we get all the brackets on. And then we can finally get a bracket on it, and you'll see very quickly, once the bracket is on, it goes back and is level with the rest of the teeth and looks like it's a part of the group. That is a little tidbit on how we use inBrace and how long we might have to stay in the first wire. And even though you aren't changing wires, you're still making progress as we add different buttons and auxiliaries in that first part of treatment. And it's exciting because you know you can get this result as we work through it. So after you've gone through the first 2 idealized wires, sometimes there's still little things that didn't manifest themselves 100% in the patient's body. So right here, you can see there's a little gap. That gap was not planned in the simulation, but we're not gonna leave our patient with a gap in their front teeth. So we rescan with the brackets on, and we get a new customized wire that's customized to the bracket position as it is on the patient's teeth right now in the tooth position that the patient has currently. So you can see in the setup, this gap is closed right up. And then you can also go to the lower, and you can see this tooth where I had to hand place the bracket because there wasn't enough surface area for the computer and me to visualize how to place the bracket. That tooth is just a little bit off. But with a fresh custom wire, which we call a digital enhancement wire, we put that in, the wire takes its time, takes about 3 months every wire, and it will bring it into place. So it's awesome that we can make this mid-course correction even if things don't manifest exactly the way we want. When we're 90% of the way there, we can reorder our wire and get you the last 10%.